Welcome back. In this short video, you will learn about instances and how to attach themes to an instance. To navigate to the Instances view, select Setup in the menu followed by Instances. An instance is an instance of your application. An application can have more than one instance. Each instance will have the same schema, however, can be tailored to have a different theme, logo, configurations, and minor behaviour differences. Each instance of your application will hold its own data, meaning data will not be combined between multiple instances. To have full permissions to the Instances form, you must be signed into Five with either the admin or control role. In a previous tutorial, you saw that Five created our default instance, so we could deploy our application immediately. You cannot change an instance ID once it has been saved. So ideally you would create a new instance for your application before deploying to the production environment, as the instance ID will become part of your URL. So let's do that in this tutorial. Click the Add Item button and give your instance a name. Say we were going to give our shopping application to 10 different companies. We would want to make it clear which instance belongs to which company. It would be good practice to name the instance after the company. You can only have one instance of your application set as the default. The instance record that is the default can be deployed to the development environment from any view in Five, as the Deploy to Development button is available in Five's toolbar. So I am not going to change the default, as we are just learning how to add a new instance. I will continue to use our other record as the default. If you click in the Theme field, all the default themes and the theme we just added in the previous tutorial are listed for you to add to an instance. It is recommended that you add your company's logo and small logo. These will then be available to use in areas like reports and mail merges. The logo will also be displayed in your sign-in window and in your application, and the small logo will become the favicon in the Browser tab. The user interface is set to Boston. This means your menu is down the left-hand side, which you have already seen in the shopping application. If you change it to New York, the menu will be displayed across the top like it is here in Five. A couple of things to remember here are, I mentioned before that only the default instance can be deployed from the toolbar. All other instances of an application would need to be deployed from the cluster management page. Once we save a record, you will have access to this page. Secondly, when you edit an instance record, which we will be doing in future tutorials, you must remove it from the deployment to make the changes. There are other topics to cover on the Instances form, however we will learn about them in future tutorials. For now, just remember we will still be using the default instance provided by Five. So anything that you have done to the previous record won't be seen when running or deploying from Five's toolbar, unless you change the default instance. In my next video, we'll see how to write a query in Five to filter data.